featuring Atlanta's own Derrick Adkins. He is the world champion. Like a 400 hurdle great Edwin Moses, his childhood idol, Derrick went to college in Atlanta. Moses went to Morehouse, Adkins to Georgia Tech. But Adkins had not tried throughout his career to emulate anyone, even Moses. In fact, he's always marched to the beat of a different drummer.
He is a dream athlete, according to his coach Grover Hinsdale, a hard worker and a guy who applies his academic learning to his hurdling technique.
Over in lane 1 is his chief rival tonight for the gold medal, Sam Matete of Zambia, who learned to hurdle by building waist-high hurdles out of kindling wood in his backyard, though he now lives in Auburn, Alabama, where he went to college.
And he and Adkins share one thing. They both had Edwin Moses as childhood idols, but this man had another man as a childhood idol, John Akibua from Uganda, who won the 400 hurdles at the 1972 Olympics. He might want to seek some inspiration from Akibua, who also had to run in lane 1. Almost impossible to win a major meet from lane 1 because of the tight turns, especially in the 400 hurdles. Akibua did it. Maybe Matete can.
Matete was third in his semifinal. That's why he wound up in lane 1. In lane 2 is Aronil de Arauzo of Brazil, the South American record holder and two-time Pan American Games champion. Next to him in lane 3, another Brazilian, Everson Teixeira, who has lowered his personal best in each of the first 2 rounds here in Atlanta. In lane 4 is Sven Nylander from Sweden. He's 34 years old, and you'll remember Sweden has already won the 100-meter hurdles with Ludmilla Enquist. Sven comes from Varberg, a town of 20,000 in the south of Sweden, but he went to college at SMU and now lives in Dallas. In lane 5 is the American Calvin Davis. Calvin Davis, there he is, has been hurdling only since April, encouraged by Matete. Grew up in the Boston area. He was a high school football star, once took a kickoff 91 yards, one of 8 kids, now a student at the University of Arkansas. Fabrizio Mori of Italy, the Italian record holder, 27 years old. And in the outside lane, lane 8 is Rohan Robinson of Australia, the 90 World Junior Champion and the Australian national record holder. That will be in lane 8. There he is, Rohan Robinson.
Robinson looked good in the semifinals. A little bit unlucky with his lane choice. Matete 22-15 against Adkins lifetime. Adkins, though, with a far better lane in lane 6, has a couple of good guys ahead of him. Has Calvin Davis, the unpredictable American, so new in this event. It's only about his 11th race ever at this distance. Matete will look ahead at the whole field and have to worry about that tight inside lane. Although he is the real veteran in terms of top experience in this field. Nylander from Sweden also experienced, but he's just not ready to run the sort of time to win this race. Adkins, knee problems in March, had a stomach virus and lost 17 pounds. He's been a little inconsistent this year.
Meter hurdle final underway. Derrick Adkins taking it out quickly in lane 6.
And I think that's what Adkins needs to do. That's when he runs his best races, when he's aggressive over the first 6 hurdles.
And Adkins is running well. Rohan Robinson of Australia also had a fast start. Here comes Calvin Davis and Nylander of Sweden.
Matete's keeping pace on the inside, but you'd have to think that that inside lane will begin to take its toll around this turn.
Matete on the extreme inside lane, but Derrick Adkins has the lead as they approach the home straightaway. Atkins, Atlanta's own, is in front. Nylander is there, and Matete on the inside.
Watch Matete off the last hurdle, though. Very tough.
Adkins has the lead. Matete battling for the finish. It's going to be Derrick Adkins for the gold.
That Matete has a great charge off the last hurdle, but I really think he expended himself to be this close as they came to the home stretch. Adkins was very strong, very determined off that last hurdle, and leaned well. He wasn't taking anything for granted. And there you see Davis just beating out the veteran from Sweden.
So the city of Atlanta and Georgia Tech, proud of Derrick Adkins, born in Malvern, New York, but the Mechanical engineering graduate of Georgia Tech. Biomechanics is his specialty, and he put that biomechanical knowledge to good use in winning the Olympic gold medal.
It's funny, when he first came down here, he said people made fun of the way he talked, the way he dressed. He said he still doesn't eat grits, but he calls Atlanta home. And the 2 years that he used to drive by Olympic Stadium almost on a weekly basis, he said was tremendous inspiration. And up and down season form this year, he needed that inspiration tonight.
Finish as Derrick Adkins adds the Olympic gold medal to his world championship victory, timed in 47.54. His old rival Sam Matete of Zambia second, and the upstart newcomer Calvin Davis of the U.S. was third.